As first reported by our college football insider, Pete Thamel, Caleb Williams is transferring to USC following his coach Lincoln Riley, who also left Oklahoma for the Trojans this offseason. Williams will be eligible to play when USC opens September 3rd at home against Rice. We now welcome Pete to the show. Pete, welcome. How did Caleb Williams end up at USC, and why did it take so long?
Well, his family wanted to have a very deliberate process, Max. What they ended up doing was they took a year and a half for him to pick Oklahoma out of high school. They called it the transfer-proof process. And then Lincoln Riley left for USC. So they wanted to explore all their options. And what really nudged this into the territory where it got close to a month was they wanted to see how the NFL coaching carousel shook out, to see what NFL assistants could end up coming down to college. They wanted the fullest analysis and the best information for who was going to train their son, who they hope is going to be the #1 pick in the 2024 NFL Draft.
Another big story, Pete, is Jim Harbaugh potentially leaving Michigan for the NFL. If Harbaugh were to leave, who would be the top candidates for the Michigan job?
It's an interesting time for Michigan right now, Max, because it's almost an ideal time to run a coaching search. You don't have coaches playing games right now, other than obviously the Super Bowl that's upcoming. So you can really step back and knock on the door of some big-name head coaches. And I believe Michigan would do that. I don't believe they'd promote internally. What I think they would do is take a look at guys like Bill O'Brien, who's obviously the Alabama offensive coordinator, a very successful NFL head coach. They'd look at Matt Rule, the Carolina Panthers head coach, who had an awesome run at Baylor and another one at Temple. And then there's guys like Matt Campbell and Luke Fickell, who would be hard to hire while their seasons are going on. Like Fickell made the playoff this year, and that obviously complicated any of his job prospects leaving Cincinnati. So I think those four, with Josh Gaddis, the offensive coordinator, would be the Michigan list.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.